Good afternoon guys, it's 4:35 p.m. Today is June 14. Today is a Monday and we had a choppy day actually, right? So, or screwed up day I would say, right? There were a lot of breakouts and failed breakouts, right? And then breakdown and failed breakdown, right? So then it's a choppy day, right? For most of the people it's going to be, it has been tough day today, right? Probably. I'm just guessing. Most of the day traders, But if you know that this kind of day may happen today in advance, then you can trade it accordingly. You can line up your trade accordingly, right? So this is what I'm going to show you now. And we know already that today is going to be the day like that, So now, right? So we knew that this kind of day may happen, fail breakout, fail breakdown, right? So here is the proof. See, today 6:42 a.m. when I wrote this note, right, I put this thing also. Failed breakout, failed breakdown, possibility intraday, which may give one good location trade if that happens. And the same scenarios I had explained in a pre-market voice in Discord, that in terms of a location perspective, considering risk reward, if you do take this kind of trade or patiently wait for it, you will get a higher reward, less risk trade. If you go with this route, going with the flow, kind of breakout trade, not failed breakout trade is not a good idea because of the poor location, entry point, considering neutral kind of expectation today. See, so this is like 4 lines, but gives you entire day well in advance how to trade it, right? So now let's talk about this, right? See here, price is not going anywhere today. That means it is not going to go anywhere. So even though if it tries to go higher, it's going to come down. That means it will do a failed breakout. If it tries to go down, it's going to go back up. It will do failed breakdown. And at one point during the day, it will stop doing that thing. It will go out of the range and it will not do failed breakout or failed breakdown. But if when it does go higher, like breaking that ping pong pattern of the day, then end of the day it will come back down. So it's like entire day you have to have it in your mind, and you will get only that kind of expectation, or you can able to visualize that kind of day only after years of experience, by going through the price, watching the price day in day out. Every kind of day you will build that mentality in your mind. Automatically you will develop that kind of sense that today this kind of day will happen, or the other way around. But anyway, so that's why I did not put a lot of notes here. But what I said is, overall sellers, right, take 1 or 2 trades and be done with it. Don't keep trading, because you will give back the money the way day is going to develop today. And then I gave you pinpoint levels, 78, 3801, 55, 62. This did not come into picture, right? So we'll talk about only 78, 55, 62. And these are the areas will give you a trade, right? And that's for ES. Now look at NQ, same story, right? And then these are the specific levels: 400, 454, 346, right? 346 is the rotational area, right? These are the levels where you will get the trade out of it, but you have to observe it and then take the trade, right? 235, 914 is yesterday's pending sellers target as well. Why did I mention this? Because yesterday price wanted to go there, it couldn't, it did not go there, right? So it's a pending target. Now today, look at what happened. End of the day, price touched this area to the dot and then bounced. That means they achieved their yesterday's pending target today, and that's why it bounced. Doesn't mean buyers are strong. It just that was the seller's target that they achieved it, and they built out before FOMC. Simple. Now it's a new clock tomorrow. Okay, so that's for ES. Now Russell, you can go through it. I didn't look at the Russell today, and that is what I just say. I said the same thing in Discord, that do not focus on Russell and Dow today. Just focus on ES and NQ, right? So I'm not going to talk about Russell and Dow, but I'm going to scroll through it. And crude also, I said, no trading in my Discord, but these are the levels and this is the writing, right? dim numbers 519, 473. And that being said, so let's go here. See, today is a completely new different way to trade. If you know how to do these things, and let's say if you're trading entire day, there were a couple of trades. You can do both shorts and longs and shorts and longs, at the key locations. So these are the lines which I had mentioned in pre-market note: 78, 62, 55, right? So my trading was done right here, as usual, right? So I usually be done before even 10:30, even though if I get trade or no trade or loss or profit, doesn't matter. My trading is over by 10:30 or 10, most of the days, right? So here I was done by 10 o'clock today, and my entry was right here. This was my entry, okay, and I put it in Discord also. I discussed about it. So 651, this 55 area, but I did not take a trade in ES, but it was the trade at the same time when I took the NQ, both at the same time usually, right? So NQ trade was right here at 325, right here, and then I built out here 70% of it, 30% I put a stop loss, moved up to 360. That is what I said in Discord at the voice at that time. And then I got stopped out for whatever 30%, but still profitable on that 30% too, right? Because my entry was 325. And here at 430, I built out 70%. Same thing I convert in Discord also. So that was my trade, right? So now why I take this trade, right? So if you look at it here, now look at so this was yesterday's pending target. See, these notes were there from yesterday. If you want to look into it, right? So I'm not just making up story here, and you can see it. Pre-market note yesterday, right? 613, and you can see the screenshot, right? I did not enter the value here. It's a screenshot, right? From yesterday's pre-market at 6 o'clock. You can see this profit taking area 235, 194, right? Price did not come here yesterday because this is like up to 6 o'clock view, right? 6 in the morning yesterday, and then entire day price did not come here. Today look at this, end of the day it came here and then bounced. See, so now let's go here, right? So I'm not making up the story here now. So let's go back here, right? So that target achieved. Now ES, same thing. Now I don't want to go back and tell you these things, but look at this. This was yesterday's second pending target. First one was this 50 area, which they achieved it, right? Entire day yesterday. The price couldn't get to this 20, right? And NQ couldn't get to this. Now look at today, 737.20. While NQ achieved this, ES achieved this, and look at that. See that? So that is what they were after, So now if you are short, where to target. See, it's all levels are there, notes are there. You just have to know how to trade it. But being a day trader, is hard to sit through all these things and target it, right? But at least eventually these are the targets. So this was my trade, right? And then now why did I take this trade, right? Because look at this morning, look at this, sellers were in complete control. Now let me expand these things. See, price open right around here, right? And then it just sliced through all this level, right? Looks like it sliced through 400, 346, blah blah blah, and went all the way down, right? Like this. Look at internals, like trending down, like open drive down, right? This is also same story in ES, open drive down, right? Same thing in internals. Looks like it wants to go to earth today, to go to zero today, right? But then if you remember the pre-market note and do not get deviated by this price action, this was a trap situation going on, right? You just have to expect based on the pre-market notes, right? So when it was going down, right? So all these arrows are not longs or short setup. All these arrows are, I showed this shared this in Discord to show them these are the trapping situation. So these are the trap people from whoever is the day traders, they are the trap ones. So that means this arrow, they bought it, because 400 is a support, right? They bought it here, right? Then price went against them, correct? So they are trapped. So this was a short here, first short, okay? All these circles are the real trade. Based on our pre-market notes, based on the failed breakout, failed breakdown idea, you should be looking for this circle kind of trade, not the arrow kind of trade. See, arrow, regular people do that. If you're smart enough, if you know the pre-market notes, if you have the idea of what is going to happen and what is not going to happen, you will look for opposite scenarios. You know? So when this breakout, when this pullback happen, right, you have to assume somebody will buy it here. Let them fail. Remember, fail breakout, fail breakdown, right, kind of idea. So here actually it was not a fail breakout kind of idea, but it was like a trap situation, right? Then actual thing begins from here. See, I did not buy it here because of the open. You never know what's going to happen, right? So after that, when this thing was going on, you know, I was looking for longs, you know. So I said, wait for pause, wait for pause, wait for pause. When price was going down, when I see this, right, then I notice, okay, by this time sellers are strong control. Somebody even sold it below 346, right? You have to assume all these things, and now they will go take down this here, right, because internals were down. So you are looking for a clue, you know, where it will pause and what to do next, right? The idea is to go long, but you are looking for a fail breakdown, right? Then price bounce from here, correct? And then you will expect this sellers, this support and resistance idea, right? And you will expect somebody to sell it here. If this is a genuine open drive, you want somebody to sell it here and take it down, make a new low. And if it is not a legit sellers, and if the idea is right about fail breakdown based on pre-market note, then price will not make a new low and it will bounce back up. And this is what happened, right? See, when I saw this, price did not make a new low, and when I see this going up, I bought it right here based on that idea. It's a risky idea, right? Because it's an open drive against everything of the morning. It's a risky idea, right? It's like our idea, not actual thing going on. Once price goes through these things, now I can say, you know what, now everything is in line with the pre-market notes, right? So I took the chance here, right, based on the first expectation from the pre-market notes, right? My stop was right here. So, and then price went higher. Here I build out, right? 70% rest, I put it here, and then done, because my target was here, you know, fail breakout here I was looking for, right? Otherwise I knew that somebody may sell it here, price may come here and then go higher and then breakout, fail breakout, because technically there was no fail breakout here. See that? It didn't even go above this. So I was looking for this. That's why I held it remaining 30%, you know. But the problem was here, I knew at that point, that's why I took 70% off, right? That ES was doing breakout and that may fall into that fail breakout situation. That's why it is a good idea, and it was a level 2, 78, right? And it was a bearish eddy divergence, slight bearish eddy divergence here. And ES was making new high and Q was not making new high. So that was another divergence. That's why somebody may short it here or take profit, you know. So that's why it's a good idea to lock it in, at least 70% of it, right? Then when price went down, right, now this was the circle. See, now ideally it should have held it here at 400 and then go higher, right? But now it broke down. Somebody would have bought it here, definitely, you know, going with the flow. Failed, push back up, going down, short right here. Same thing, see? So, but anyway, I was not watching these things, but I would advise not to even trade during this ping pong. Once you have one or two trade out, no trading, you know. But I'm showing you, if you are trading it, see, this is how you get trapped. Long, trapped, short, right? And then here, after this breakdown happened, right, here, right, somebody shorted with the flow right here within the chop. I'm just assuming there are scalper day traders, right, who are trying to do all this thing. So let's say they shorted it here, right? And then once price went below this low, they here shorted it also while this candle was running, right? Immediately get trapped, correct? And now price was balancing, correct? And then what happened? See, price did not even technically go above this, so there is no longs here, right? But here breakdown happened. Now another set of sellers shorted it, right? But now your job is to look for what? Fail breakout, fail breakdown. So going down, up, taking out this breakdown area, boom, go long, right? Then what happened? Again price went above this area, right? See, these are the blocks. where price was ping ponging. See, anytime price goes above it and comes back down, people shorts it. Anywhere price goes down below this, and then what, it goes above, people buys it, right? So here people bought it, intraday traders, right? Looking at this and they're thinking, man, it's gonna reverse now, go to the top. So pull back here, they bought it, immediately came down, you short here. See, these are the trades you can take it, all the circle ones, not the breakout ones. And then at one point it will fail, right? And then it was doing ping pong within this range, right? So now only option is to price to go out of this range, right? Which is this. So look at this here, right? Breakout trade again. Somebody would have bought it here at the time of breakout, and they got lucky this time, right? They got at least few points. Some of them even took the breakout here also, because there is a previous high here, right? They got trapped, and on the way down, some of them also took the pullback, right? It's this high. They got trapped, boom, you short here, right? Then what happened? See, so I'm just walking you through these things, and at one point that pattern will break, but eventually it will come down. So here that pattern broke. See here, this is 266 low, right? Here, so here technically the pattern is broken, because now you can see it straight downfall, right? But still at the end, 264, that was the low, breakdown, right? And then somebody shorted it here, looks like it's gonna go to work, immediately pop back up, you go long. At the end it will close right in the middle. That is what I said, even 6 o'clock in the morning, not after looking at this. Look at the damn thing. You wanna see the middle? Let's see if it is in the middle. No, I'm just guessing. 50% is this 346. Look at the 4 o'clock closing, right around here, middle. See, pretty much I visualize the entire day's range right at 6 o'clock in the morning, including the closing pricing also. See that? So that much power you can have, if you continue to watch the price action day in, day out, right? So those are the trades, right? Here, yes, also you can see these lines from the pre-market notes, right? This line is from NQ, right? 346 rotational area. Yes, 62. Look at this. How many trades you got from 62? 78, 55 even, right? So now, so that's the story for yes. Overall, it's a garbage day, but you have to extract the trade out of it, right? Now look at Mboxwave today, right? So I'm going to talk about Mboxwave today, right? It's a completely new way to look into it today. So I'm showing you different variety today. Even how to look at the Mbox today. Right? So it's a whole different ballpark game. So on a certain days you have to go out of the boundaries, to view the price, right? So I was in between, whenever I get a chance, right? I was drawing all these things, all these levels and all these things, right? Live while watching it. So all this, I'm not going to explain in detail all these things, but all these arrows are long setup. So look at this, you have to keep this big picture in mind, right? So bigger idea is fail breakdown, fail breakout, take profit at the opposite side of breakout and breakdown. So basically when other people are going long or short, you are taking profit, or you are taking entry. When they are going long and short, you are taking profit at the time of breakout, or opposite end, you can also do the opposite trade also. So it's kind of a fail breakout, fail breakdown, right? So here, see, this is also, at that morning I was not looking at this, right? But you can see it here, so this 325 here, somewhere my entry was right here in NQ, right? So even though if you were watching a box, right, and if you know these things, that fail breakout, breakdown, look for those things, right? Divergence or anything. Look at this, open drive down 574, push back up, right, and then come down 88. Big difference, right? Look at this. See that? Even this thing was not going down that much, right? And this pop-up was there. See that? Equal amount of buying and selling, right? So that's why if you are watching this thing, see, I didn't look at these things in the morning, but if I was watching, this would have given me additional confidence that it is going to bounce from my entry point, and you can see it from my entry point. You can see there is a dot also later on, right? And then price went higher. This was another pullback, right here, 18 double algos, go long, right? Now don't ask me about the exit, right? Why the hell price came down? There was no Mbox signal here that is suggesting you that price will go down, right? So there was no signal, but still price went down, right? So let's say if you take a long here and you are managing it, you would have been stopped out at break even or maybe some stop loss if you did not bail out here. Now in a traditional day, any other day, you will not bail out here, right? Because you are looking for continuation, because delta was good, 152 to 84, buying was rising here, so good amount of buying, right? This delta was also flipped here, right? Everything was pointing to the upside. There was a double algo, right? Why the hell price even reversed? See? So if you follow traditional Mbox the way we are used to, right, on a days like this, then yes, you will get the signal here and you will take the right entry, but your profit is not guaranteed. That means price can bail out on you at any point, reverse on you. So you need to know, but combining this Mbox and your entry, let's say, if you know what kind of day is going to happen, not only it will give you confidence to enter right here, it will also give you a confidence to not get fooled right here and bail out early to lock in more profit. See my point? But anyway, so all these arrows are the entry points. Now you have to go back in your chart and you have to see why. That is, I'll leave it up to you to do the exercise. That's the only way you will learn, right? So all these arrows, I'm giving you the guidelines where there is an entry. Exit is up to you based on this, now, right? And then here also I said something is hidden here, right? It is up to you to find out what is that thing. Here also there is a trade. Now here there was no trade based on Mbox. Yes, there is a delta, there is a big dot here, but you can't just blindly go long based on the one big dot, right? Look at this before that. Structural breakdown going on, right? And look at this, full-blown selling is going on. Selling is going on. There is no way you can go long based on this one delta, one big dot, X control dot, right? So you need some more confirmation, right? And there is no confirmation because price did not even pull back, it goes straight up. So there is no trade based on Mbox, right? So it's only based on the levels, which is 235, right? Upper levels, and that's it. Now this is also another way to look today. See these things, I put it early right here, when price was doing these things, and you can see this picture also at the whole, entire thing, and then you can figure out. I'm just putting the notes. Today it's your job to do exercise, because this kind of day I do not like to talk about a lot, because there is no entry, but if you really dig deeper, you can find the entries, and that'll be all for today.